Hello guys, my name is Karan Patel. Welcome to Python basic tutorial. In this video I will show you inbuilt Python functions like print, absolute, bool, negative, complex, etc. Let's take a look. So first of all, open Jupyter notebook and read this document. I put the link of this document in a description box, so you will find there the link. So first of all, read this document in a Python. So for that you have to install document to text library. If you not install, just write pip install document to text and run this code. Okay, so after getting the read, you will get the list of inbuilt functions like this. Okay, so in this video I will cover 16 inbuilt functions and remaining functions I will cover in a next video. So first one is absolute. The absolute will convert your negative number to positive number. Like I write here minus 16.23 and it will print positive 16.23. Okay, so I hope you get the idea about the absolute function. So go to the next function, all. So all function do return true or false number. If all item is an iterable are true, otherwise return false. So iterable in a Python is a list of iterable. It's a variable can iterate with the time. Okay, so just write this syntax: k is equal to all 0. So the 0 is a iterable with the time and we print k, so we get the true output. So let's take a look on which condition the all print a false. So my set is equal to this variables and it will print false because 0 1 change with the time. Okay, if I change 0 by 1, then it will get true because the 1 1 1 is a constant with the time. Okay, so you get the true. And make it possible. Okay, so it will again return a false. So this is all about all function. So this is the syntax that we done. This case we shown earlier. Okay, so use of any function. Any is a opposite of all. Like in a all dictionary, the all element should be iterable, or in any dictionary, any one function or any one variable is iterable at a time. Okay, so among this only and only one element is iterable, then you will get the true output. Okay, so this is all about any. Now take a look on a next function. So the next one is bin function. So basically it convert the actual number to the binary number. Okay, so as a beginner, whenever you apply for any coding competition or something competitions, like in that case probably like they give a question like convert it into binary and count the 1 and 0. Okay, so to tackle this kind of issues, you have to you can use this kind of functions like bin. Okay, so just go through the code. The syntax is, so here I write 12 and I get the output 1100. Okay, if I write 100, then you probably get this kind of binary. If you want to cross check, you can do it by yourself and cross check with this answer. Okay, but in every output you find a 0b. Okay, it's not 0b, it's OB. Okay, I made a mistake. Let's make me correct. 0b as a prefix. Okay, so whenever you count zeros from this code, you have to eliminate it by -1 because 0b is considered as a prefix of binary. Okay, so this is bin function. Now take a look on a next one. It's bool expression. So bool function is a work as a OR gate. So whenever you want to use OR gate in a Python, so you can use a bool expression. Okay, so let's take a look. Just write one bool is it will print true, 0 false. Write 1 0 and it will print true. Like what is this is the logic of OR gate. Write 1 1 and it's also true. So it's basically work on a OR gate table. So let's take a look on a beat array. So it will convert the number to the byte array. Okay, so just I write 7 here, so it will create a 7-bit array. Okay, just like that. Okay, so next one is a beats. It will convert number to the bits, like 4, and it will print 4. So this one is an array. You get the array, and this will in this you get the bytes. Okay, so let's take a look on a second one. So this is all about bits and byte array. So go to the next one. So the next function is callable. Okay, so callable function, what callable function will do is check the credibility of function or a variable. Okay, so callable and write function or variable name, it will check whether the function is callable or not and print true if it is callable, false if it is not. Okay, so just go and read this selected code. Define function called Karan and print return 5. Okay, led is equal to Karan, which is a function, and led is a variable. Print callable led, then it will true. Okay, so because led is called in a function called Karan. And just take a look on another part, which is num is equal to 10 multiplied by 10. Print callable num. So num in this case, num is a variable, so it will print false because num is not callable as a function. Okay, so let's take a look in which condition this false will become true. Okay, so you get the better idea. So let me clear this, uncomment this part, uncomment. Okay, so now I define Python function num underscore 1 is equal to 15 multiplied by 15. Num call Python function and callable is equal to num. Okay, so here the num is not variable, but num is a variable which call Python function. If you run, you will get true output. Okay, so I hope you get the idea, because this function is important when you are developing such a long codes. Like for codes like 1,000 and 100 lines, you have to justify your functions. Okay, so go to the next one. This one is character. Whenever you write any kind of number, it will print alphabets like 97, A, 98, B, 99. I'm not sure it's C or not, but it's C. Yeah, right. 100, you get D, and here you go. So Go to the next one. A complex function will generate a complex number according to x and y parameters of your input. Okay, so whenever you are doing a integration, differentiation, or any kind of mathematics with a complex number, you have to generate your own complex number. If you write 1 plus 3j, like, then the Python get the error, shows the error like j is not defined. Okay, so for that you have to write complex, and in your y section write imaginary, and x section like write a real number, and you will get this 1 plus 1j. Okay, so what if you want numbers in a real, like this is your imaginary number and you want your real number, so just write absolute and this variable, and here you go. If you want, like, to this, we all know the solution of this imaginary number is a root 2, and the square root of 2 is equal to 1.414. okay, so let me change the x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, then 2 plus 3j, and output is 3.60. Now this function is the delete a specific attributes from priority or a method from specific object list. Okay, so now you defined a class, and you define an age, name, sex, and any other things. If you want to delete something like unnecessary data from the from that defined class, so you can delete this by this function delete lttr. Okay, so this is the function. So this is not rarely used because we delete some data from, like, if you are dealing with data frames, like, then we delete some data from panda.drop columns or panda.define this columns, so it will automatically delete some unnecessary data. Okay, so this will more specifically use like import panda and delete some items. So go on next. So this is a dictionary, how you can define an array, your own array. So define dix, name is Karan, age, and country. So class is a different thing and array is a different thing. So print array, like, you will find that Karan, name, age, 21, country, name. So this will more useful in that case if you are build a login system in a Python. So you are just writing here a variable which get the string from an input and print here at a name. If you are accepting a number, then print at an age, and if you are dealing with a country, then print here. Okay, so in a login system, mainly this kind of dictionaries function can be used. So move on next is a division. It's divide function. Like, if you divide some number by some number, what is the div mode function find the remainder and the divide number. So make a number 101 divided by 2. The 50 is a number, like 15 plus 2 is equal to 100, and 1 is a remainder. So I hope you are getting an idea. If you make 10 and run, you will don't find a remainder 0, because 2 multiplied by 5, it's 10. Okay, so use in a that way, guys. So move on next. Okay, so enumerate is a functions that number the list. If you define a list, like x is a list. Okay, so this is the list, like I wrote A to P alphabets, and I want the numbers of this particular alphabets. So I use this function and get the list of y, and here I go, like 0 is equal to 1, 1 is equal to B, 2 is equal to C. But I how I can use this function. So if you are developing such a games or applications, like if you are developing some applications that solves the mathematical problems, like what is the number of a, d, g and k. So in that case you need the number like 0, so d stand for 3, and 6g. Okay, so from this syntaxes and this code you will get the idea about the number, alphabetical number. Okay, so move on next, and the last one, the 16th one. Use this code is used for evaluation. Like if you write any code in X, like any code, okay, and if you want to evaluate this code, just write evaluate. This is a very basic function, like you can use a print directly. But if you want something like for loop function or if loop, and if you want to evaluate this particular loop, then in that case you will use this function. Okay, so I hope you clear with all 16 function, and we, we are clear till the this function. Okay, execute the specific code. We are completed. In this video we cover the 16 loop, and this remaining filters, float, formats, print, and all these functions, the remaining functions I will cover in the next videos. Okay, so that's it for the video guys. Thank you. If you have any doubt, please mention it on a comment section.